First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rachach and double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to the elect. And this is Brother Lawyer from Great Millstone, Miami. And what I want to go into in this lesson is more headlines and precepts. Okay, all right, a lot going on in the world. Okay, it's actually starting to get harder and harder to keep up with it all, man. But hey, like the scriptures say, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack, man. Okay. Our scriptures say that sorrow shall come upon it on every side. And so that's what we see and taking place in the world. All right. That's in 2nd Ezra, the 16th chapter, man. All right. Biblical prophecy pretty much jumping off the pages. And, since I quoted the precept, I got to go to it. In 2nd Ezra, the 16th chapter. I'll start off there. Okay. And Lord willing, this video is edifying. 2nd Ezra, chapter 16. And down at verse... Down at verse 37, it says, Behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack, as when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son. Within 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compass her womb, which pains when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment. Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side. Okay? All right, and so that's what we're seeing take place upon the earth, man. All these different calamities, okay, taking place everywhere. I mean, it's like everywhere you look up, is something new going on. Whether it's flooding, whether it's lightning strikes happening everywhere, man. Heat waves, droughts, okay, commotions and uproars of the people, man. All right, wars and rumors of wars, pestilences, man. You know, the stress of nations. They're talking about rolling blackouts, man. Mass layoffs, okay. All right, unemployment is increasing, okay. You know, it's going down on earth, man. It's going all the way down, man. Okay, all right, it's going all the way down, man. Hey, we getting ready to see the Lord, our Lord Yahweh shall return. Okay, all right. That's why these things are taking place. The disciples asked him, which I already have the precept lined up, but I'm gonna save it for later. All right, what shall be the signs of thy coming and of the end of the world, man? So we seeing different signs, man. All right, now, so the first headline I have is from theguardian.com. It says, gang wars trap thousands in Haiti slum as fuel crisis add to desperation. Okay, so currently there is a gang war happening in Haiti. All right, gangs pretty much fighting against the police, okay, of Port-au-Prince, man, and the gangs are winning. All right, and why are they fighting against the current establishment of the government? Is because of rising fuel prices. Okay, all right, it's harder to get resources, so they're discontent. Okay, with the government and how the government is running things. All right, so the same thing that pretty much happened in Sri Lanka, all right, in a sense, is happening in Haiti. Okay, all right, but just different. All right, it's through gangs. All right, it says calls for aid to be led into Port-au-Prince district after battlefield violence leaves dozens dead and cuts supplies of food and water. All right, now this is back in July, but the problem has actually gotten worse, man. People are getting kidnapped. Okay, all right, families dying. Okay, losing loved ones. All right, buildings catching on fire. All right, all right, gunfights between the police and the gangs. Okay, people watching their loved ones die in front of them, not being able to go outside and get food because the gangs is pretty much taking over. So yeah, it's bad, man. All right. It says Haiti's capital has been racked by week of heavy fighting between gangs, with the global medical charity Medicine Sans Frontières warning that thousands of people were trapped without food and water in one district of Port-au-Prince's notorious Cité Soleil slum. Okay, all right. So the gangs are fighting for control. Okay, we are calling on all belligerents to allow aid to enter Brooklyn and spare the civilians, said Mamuza Mohidno, um, the MSF heads of mission in Haiti, in a statement referring to the contested area within the sprawling Cité Soleil. All right, so they're trying to bring aid of food and water into, all right, certain of these slums, but the gangs are not allowing people to go through. It says 20,000 people have fled their homes since May because of gang warfare, according to the UN. On Monday, the interim mayor of Sisse Soloi said more than 50 people had been killed last weekend and more than 100 wounded. Haiti has been mired in months of increasingly violent social unrest over fuel shortages. Wow. Okay. All right. So yes, it's going down over there. Hey, we should already know. All right. Second Ezra chapter 9 lets us know that there's going to be different uproars of the people in the world, man. Okay. All right. They're suffering from which Second Ezra 15. That's another one. I was thinking about that as well. But I'll start with Second Ezra chapter 9. It says in verse 1, it says, He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, man. And is that not what we see, man? Earthquakes, uproars of the people in the world? Sri Lanka, okay? Panama, Haiti, all right? Different protests going on in Europe, okay? That's what's happening, all right? All right, and again, these are signs that the Lord is visiting the world which He made, man. Visiting it with these plagues, man. So much is happening in the world right now, man. Okay, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. All right, for like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest, even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonders and powerful works and endings and effects and signs. Okay, all right. So, hey, these are signs of the end, man. That the end is being made manifest. Okay. I remember years ago we would be out there on the streets. Okay. All right, and you would watch brothers say, it's gonna be uproars, it's gonna be violence, it's gonna be protests, it's gonna be riots, it's gonna be this and that. People walking by laughing at us. Now look, man. Okay. Now look at the state of the world, man. In complete disarray. Okay, and it's only gonna get worse, man. All right. All right. Um, Matter of fact, I saw this post earlier, okay, which it went into how the term civil war is trending. Okay. All right. Civil war. Let me see if I can find it. Boom. All right. From Forbes magazine, man. All right. Forbes.com. It says civil war is trending. Okay. All right. Also from Vice.com, it says um, Vice News, it says Trump supporters are calling for civil war after FBI search of Mar-a-Lago, man. All right, so this is actually trending on Twitter. Okay, let's see if I can find it. That's Twitter. Yep. Can't find it right now, but the term I was reading earlier. All right, the term civil war is trending. Okay, over what's happened with the whole Trump situation, how the FBI um, raided his home. Okay, all right. So you're gonna see more of that happening in the earth, man. More civil unrest, disobedience, people rising against the government. All right, there was a poll that came out. I want to say it was this year. All right, where 50% of Americans said that they were okay with the idea of taking arms against the government, man. And again, this is all just prophecy coming to pass, man. All right, everybody thought it was a joke. Everybody thought it was a game. Okay, until hey, it smacks you right in the face, man. All right, this is Second Ezra chapter 15, verse 14. It says, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands." Okay, it said, and that's what's happening over there in Haiti. Okay, it says, "For there shall be sedition amongst men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power." Okay, so that's what we see in people rising up against the powers that be, rising up against the establishment, rising up against their government. All right, tired of how things are being run. Okay, All right, all out chaos is just breaking out. Okay, that's what we see happening in the world, man. All right, it says a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. All right, which that's happening in Haiti. All right, they're trying to get aid and supplies into certain slums and rundown regions, but the gangs are not allowing them to. All right, that this prophecy, how this prophecy is going to be fulfilled, is going to be through different reasons, man. Okay, all right, it's going to be certain civil riots happening. All right, chaos happening that's going to make it impossible for people to go in. Then you're going to have the government in certain cases stepping in to lock certain places down. Okay, verse 18: For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation, man. Okay, so because of the lack of resources, man. All right, the lack of supplies. All right, shortages. It's going to lead to all out chaos on a worldwide scale. Okay. All right, so Haiti is just one example. That's just one small example of what's getting ready to happen all over the globe and what's already beginning to happen in certain parts of the world. Okay, this is from the Washington Post. Um, Another headline, it says at least 8 dead in Seoul area flooding amid record rainfall. Okay, that was August 9th. It says Seoul, at least 8 people have died after record rainfall in South Korea on Monday and Tuesday, including the capital Seoul, inundating city streets and flooding subway stations. Photos and videos from Seoul metropolitan area, home to about 25 million people, showed half submerged cars, people walking through waist deep water, okay, and subway stations overflowing. 8 people died in floods, landslides, and other incidents, according to the Ministry of the Interior and Safety. 7 other people are missing, including 4 in Seoul's Seho district, where South Korean President Yoon Suk Yeol lives. Okay, all right. So you have mass flooding, man. Okay, all right. Rainfall, man. Storm and tempest. That's what that was at Isaiah. Okay, all right. I believe that's Isaiah 29. Isaiah 29 and Isaiah 29:6, it says, Thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts with thunder and earthquake and great noise, with storm and tempest and flame of devouring fire, man. So, yeah, you got severe thunderstorms, rainstorms leading to flooding happening all over the world. Okay, it's been a lot of lightning strikes too. Okay, all over the globe. Okay, all right, so that's what you see happening here in Korea. All right, another one here is Luke chapter 21, verse 25. It says, And there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars, and upon the earth the stress of nations with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring. Okay, the sea and the waves roaring, man. All right, rising water levels, man. Okay, in certain areas leading to flooding, man. All right, cars are buried underwater. Buses, I saw one picture, man. Okay, subway systems flooded out, man. All right, people getting drowned out, man. The Lord is not playing right now, man. Okay, it's getting very deadly serious on planet Earth, man. Okay, all right. This is verse 26. It says, "Men's hearts failing them for fear, and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken." Okay, so yeah, that's what's going on over there in Korea. All right, and then I got the last one here. All right, this is from U.S. Today, man. Another pestilence. Okay, all right. So the mpox, you got the mpox, you got this new langya. Okay, all right. You got the new variant of the C19. All right, you got polio. I mean, damn. Okay, yeah, the plagues are nigh and are not slack, man. Okay, all right. But anyway, from new, the from the U.S. Today.com, it says new Langia virus infects dozens in China, which experts say you shouldn't panic. All right, why experts say you shouldn't panic? Well, BS, because again, the Lord said the plagues draw nigh and are not slack, and we just read in Luke 21. Okay, all right, how people are going to be afraid, okay, for the things coming upon the earth. All right, scientists discovered a new virus in eastern China that may be able to jump from animals to human. Here we go again, but health experts say this isn't a cause for panic. Researchers identified the new pathogen they're calling Langia virus in 35 people from April 2018 to August 2021, according to the peer-reviewed study published in New England Journal of Medicine last week. Most of the infected patients were farmers. Out of the 26 people not co infected with another pathogen, the most common symptoms were fever, fatigue, cough, anorexia, um, myalgia, nausea, headache, and vomiting. Contract Our contact tracing of 9 patients within 15 family members did not find any human to human transmission. In order to really be something we should be worried about, it's not going to be able to transmit between people. That's what you're saying now. Okay, that's what they're saying now. But eventually, trust and believe this is going to become a new thing. All right, this how it always starts. Oh, don't worry about it. It's not that bad. And the next thing you know, it's all over the news, man. Okay, all right. But of course, Matthew 24:7, the corresponding precept, it says what? It says, "For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrow." So things are gonna get a lot worse, man. Okay, you're gonna find this popping up in the news some more. The Longya, okay. All right, it's gonna be more flooding, more heavy rainfall, thunderstorms. All right, typhoons, cyclones, tornadoes, hurricanes. All right, uproars of the people. Okay, happening all over the globe. It's gonna get a lot worse, man. Famines, heat waves, droughts, all happening at once, man. Because the Lord is not playing. Okay, He said that these were the signs of His return. Okay, and He meant that. Okay, matter of fact, I'm gonna read this. It says in Matthew 24:3, it says, "And as He sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto Him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world?" Okay? So there you go, man. All right, the disciples asked for signs, and those were some of the signs that Yahweh Shai spoke to them about, man. All right, so we're going to see these things take place more and more as the return of our Lord draws nigh, man. So with that being said, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Mahakwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, salutations to the elect, Kwame Asharala, and the Bab Shalom.